Hey, what's up? So if you're here, most likely you're selling services on marketplaces like these ones. And in this week's video, I want to go over how to deliver an order. And it might seem like something that's simple and straightforward, but knowing exactly how to deliver an order and what to say in your delivery message might make the difference when a client is thinking about ordering again or recommending your services to someone else. So make sure you stick around because I'm going to go over exactly how you should deliver an order and how I personally deliver an order. So let's jump into it. So delivering your order. This is somewhat of a science, and in this video I want to teach you how to deliver an order, why you do want to optimize your delivery message, and how to do it, which is done through copywriting and linking. Now, delivering an order seems like something that's pretty easy to do and pretty straightforward, but the way you deliver it and what you say in your delivery message can influence a buyer's future actions. So it can influence if he'll order from you again, if he'll recommend your services to someone else, if you can manage to maybe bring him in your social bubble, so your email list, your groups, whatever it is. So it's important you spend some time thinking about how you deliver your orders. Now, let's go over how to properly deliver an order. Here's what you need to have in your delivery message. These are 6 simple steps, and I can assure you that if you include them all, you'll see some great improvements. So the first one, and I'll go over here an example in just a second, but the first one is don't have fluff. Because most buyers, and repeat buyers in specific, won't read what you write. They just want the delivery, nothing else. So when you deliver an order, most people don't care about what you write in your delivery message. They just care about either the attached file or the actual link or whatever it is on your delivery. So it's a good thing to not have fluff because people won't read it. So don't even bother writing too much in there. So something along those lines of, hello dear buyer, thank you so much again for ordering. Your delivery is enclosed and the file is attached. So that's fluff. You don't need any of that. And we can go over here the first part of this example. So this is a perfect example of no fluff. So that's it. This order is completed. Here's the report. Super simple, straight to the point, no fluff, no thank you again, hello, how are you, nothing, none of that. Because again, people won't read it. People don't care about what you have to say. They just care about delivery. So make sure to have just a one-liner and then the report. Either if it's attached or it is a link, whatever it is, just make sure you don't have fluff in your delivery message. That's the first one. Because again, people won't read it. So if you want people to read what you're writing in your delivery message, make sure it's super short. Because if it is long, people won't read it. They'll just scroll down and click the file that's attached or whatever it is that you're delivering. Then we move on to upsells and downsells. And basically, usually upsells and downsells are done before the purchase. It's where you try and make the person buy more of what you're selling. So for example, at a cinema, when you're buying popcorn and say, for example, a small drink, they usually ask you if you want to increase the size of your drink for just $1. That's an upsell. So at first you were buying a popcorn with a small drink for maybe $10, and then they upsell you $1 extra for a larger drink. So actually you spent $11, not just 10. So that's an upsell. But so upsells and downsells are usually done before the purchase is complete, which is not always possible in marketplaces, because on a marketplace, say you are selling a logo design service, the person clicks order, it goes to a checkout page. So this is the checkout page where they can see your service, a little description maybe they can add extras, and these extras right here, you can consider them upsells and downsells. And then the person clicks purchase and goes to the page where they can submit the requirements. But what I mean with this, when I include this here, these upsells and downsells, and by the way, an upsell is, I think I have it written here. So an upsell is, for example, and when I mentioned here, this should be considered a downsell. So, but basically an upsell is when you upselling something more expensive. So you were buying, for example, you're buying some pillows, for example, for $10, and they upsell you a couch for $1,000. That's an upsell. A downsell would be, for example, you were buying a couch for $1,000 and they would downsell you the cushions for the couch or the pillows for the side for $10 each. So that's the more technical side of what's an upsell and downsell. But some people just consider them both upsells because you're gaining more money out of the initial sale. So, but what I mean with this, with the upsell and downsell and how you should do it in your delivery message is, for example, here, when I say, when I link out to the recommended services. And you can see here, there's a coupon, and not all marketplaces allow you to offer coupons to your buyers. But if the one you're working with does allow you to do it, why not do it? But basically, these are upsells. So I just delivered, for example, an order for an SEO audit, and then I'm upselling and downselling your services related somewhat with the service I just delivered. Of course, these need to be somewhat related with the one I just delivered, because otherwise the buyer won't be interested. So for example, if you're selling a logo design service, you're not going to upsell them with something that's not somewhat connected with what they just purchased. So for example, if they purchase the logo, you can upsell them a website design, a banner design, a marketing campaign. So some things that are somewhat related with what you're selling them. In the example of the popcorn I just explained, so you were buying a popcorn and drink, and then you just upsell them more drink, so bigger drinks. So make sure you keep that in mind when you are writing your upsells. I then use a Bitly because this allows me to track the number of clicks I get. So Bitly is a free link shortener, which you can customize the end of the domains. And my goal with this is I only include these shortened links here on this delivery message, and then I can go to Bitly and check how many clicks each link is getting. And this gives me a way to track more or less the conversion rates of these upsells and downsells. Then of course the coupon code, this is just an extra to give them an extra incentive to buy. So a 10% off coupon code if you use the code EDU10. And again, this will depend on the marketplace. But what you want to do is give, in fact, the upsells, which are right here, need to be related to what you're selling. Then if you want to go a step further, make sure to use a Bitly or any other link shortener that allows you to keep track of the clicks. This is what I like to do. And then of course a coupon to give that extra incentive to make them complete the purchase. Then something else that's really important is giving them free stuff. And this is somewhat related with the under promise over deliver concept, which we'll have a video just on that, because this concept alone is really, really important, the under promising and over delivering. But again, we'll have a video just on that. But what you want to do with this free stuff, and again, which is tied in with your social bubble, is what I do here. For example, I can even show you an example. So this is a delivery message for an SEO service. And what I do here is I bring them into my social bubble. Now let me open all of these up. And these ones can even be shortener. So basically this, I give them free SEO training. So this is an SEO service. I give them free SEO training. I link them to my SEO channel. Then a free link building tactics ebook. So a free ebook, which I wrote, super simple, which gives them tactics to grow and build out links for themselves. And I think, I'm not mistaken, these, when you click them, they link out to some services. Yeah, they link out to some services that I sell. So basically, what you're doing here is you're creating this sort of flywheel. Basically, the free stuff links out to your services. So some of these actually, when you click them, link out to my services. And they link out to your socials, which in turn link out to your services again, because these videos right here do have links to some services I sell. And not this one is in specific, but some of them do. And of course, they link out to my Facebook page. So all of these is somewhat interlinked. So again, this is the ebook. This is another free resource for link building. And this is the actual Facebook group where people can learn more about SEO. So basically what you do here is you're building out your social bubble. So by including free stuff, and this of course will depend on your niche. So if you are a designer, if you're a developer, wherever it is, you need to build a personal brand. So personal brands are extremely important nowadays. People really, really value it. And that's what I'm doing right here. So offering them free SEO training, so linking to my socials, a free ebook, which took me like 1 day or maybe less to make, which is super valuable, which then in turn links to the socials here and to the Facebook group where I join people and give them SEO training, which again links to the Facebook group once again. Then some bonuses. This I think is an incentive to, again, I'm linking out to my YouTube channel. Yeah, this is an incentive to get people to join the Facebook group. So get a free link from Reddit. If you join the Facebook group, just send me a message and I'll send you a free link. So again, all of these are super interconnected. And again, this links to here and back here again. So our goal with this free stuff is to give it out in a way that creates this sort of bubble. So that will lead always to you and to your services. So it all starts with the delivery message where you link out to your free stuff, which links to your services, and then also links to your socials and back. And basically all of this is super interconnected. And what you're doing is you're getting your buyers inside your social bubble, which is really, really important. And don't worry if you don't have all these things to offer. I'm sure you can spin a free ebook for your niche. I'm sure you can create a Facebook group. I'm sure you can create a YouTube channel. I mean, if you want to be successful on these marketplaces, you need to go above and beyond what other people are doing. So you need to be, if you want to be on the 1%, you need to do what the other 99% of people aren't doing. So it's hard, it takes time, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Something else I need to mention is that, for example, marketplaces like Fiverr don't allow you to link to Facebook group, I think, and don't allow you to ask people for their email. So make sure, depending on the marketplace you're working at, to read their terms and conditions, because this delivery message might not be suited for all types of marketplaces. Then going over the next one, which is discounts on next orders, which is what I do here. So before I sign out professionally, thank you and talk soon Vasco, I tell them, so actually after I tell them, PS, please enjoy the private 15% discount on your next order. Again, you can send them a coupon depending on the marketplace you're working at or working with. This will vary, but I also like to offer them an incentive to come back again. So because if this is your service and you get one new client per day, that new client is super valuable because that new client is worth $10. And this ties in with the value ladder video we did last week. So he's here on the first step, so he's worth $10. So you want to make sure you capture that new client and turn him into a recurring client, because that same client turning into a recurring client will make him buy over and over and over again, making him climb these steps of your value ladder. And all these, so all these recommended services, all this free stuff, this private discount are all incentives to make him jump from here to here. Okay, so all these are incentives to make him jump from here to here and make him go up this first step. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And then finally, take them to your bubble, socials, community, email. That's what we talked about before, which I also link out here to the Facebook group. So again, this will depend on the marketplace you're working with, and you don't need to link them to a Facebook group. You can just ask them for their email to start building out your email list, because an email list is really, really valuable. I don't ask for their email here up front, but on the Facebook group, I have ways to collect a buyer's email. So I'm also building an email list through the Facebook group and through the website and through the YouTube videos. So I link here to my Facebook group, but just note that you don't need to copy this. You can just link to a landing page where you can ask them for their email. But just make sure, again, you're doing all this in accordance with the platform's terms and conditions. And that's basically it for delivering an order. So what you don't want to do is do this. So again, let's go for what not to do. Hey buyer, thank you again so much for purchasing my service. So what we're doing right now is fluff. So we have a bunch of stuff here. Here's your order is finished and your delivery is enclosed. Please find the files for your delivery. So we said a bunch of stuff, and we haven't even delivered anything nor gone through all these. So right now we just did and wrote a bunch of fluff. So this is fluff, the first step right here. What you don't want to do. This is fluff. This is not good. So that's an example on how not to start a message. What I urge you to do is just take a look at this one, because this one works, and take a look at the steps right here and look at your delivery message as it is right now and try to cut some things or add some things to optimize it, to make it follow all these 6 steps, because this does work, and it will get you more sales, it will get you more recurring clients, it will get clients on your social bubble, which in turn are super valuable for you because you can email them, you can make posts on your Facebook group, you can talk to them in private. So that's the power, and I hope I could translate this into words and explain to you properly the power and why you should focus on optimizing your delivery message, because it's really important. It does make a difference, and having one properly optimized will do wonders for you. So that's it in regards to delivering an order. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. These do take me a while to make, so I do appreciate when you guys like and comment on the videos and subscribe. So thank you again so much. And if you want to support from my end, just join the Facebook group. That's facebook.com/groups/marketplace freelancer. I'll be here inside answering any questions you have. I can even work one-on-one with you. I can even do audits to your marketplace services. I'm here to help, honestly. So yeah, if you want my help, just join this Facebook group. Once again, thank you so much, and I will see you next week.